Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this eye-opening video where we delve into some recent developments at Singtel, the telecommunications giant, and explore some rather concerning decisions they've made regarding one of their independent directors, Christina Ong. Now, before we begin, I urge you to keep an open mind and consider all the facts we present here, despite the potential implications. As you might already be aware, Christina Ong has been serving as an independent director at Singtel since April 2014. That's a pretty lengthy tenure, right? Well, under normal circumstances, it would be. But let's talk about a new rule that SGX introduced in January. They enacted a 9-year tenure limit for independent directors, which means that any director exceeding this limit must either resign or be labeled as non-independent. Now, here's where things get interesting. Despite the fact that Christina Ong has surpassed this 9-year mark, Singtel has decided to retain her as an independent director. How convenient, you might think. Oh yes, they did disclose this in a bourse filing, but it's crucial to note that this retention is allowed solely due to a transitional period implemented by SGX. Suspicious, much. It's essential to remember that corporate governance should prioritize fresh perspectives and avoid any appearance of cronyism or favoritism. By exceeding the 9-year limit, Christina Ong might have potentially overstayed her welcome, and it's not unreasonable to question her continued independence in the decision-making process. Sure, Singtel claims that the Corporate Governance and Nominations Committee recommended her retention, but let's not forget that the company itself benefits from her continued presence on the board. It's like the fox guarding the henhouse, isn't it? I don't know about you, but this certainly raises some red flags for me. Now, let's move on to Singtel's other responses to shareholder queries. They talk about their new infrastructure unit, Digital Infraco, which is supposed to unlock the latent value of their assets. But wait a minute. Aren't they already trading under telco multiples? Why do they need a separate entity to realize the value of these assets? And what about Singtel's strategy for the data center business? Yes, they have some expansion plans in the pipeline, but how well thought out are they? Demand for data storage may be on the rise, but are these projects truly aligned with sustainable growth, or are they merely an attempt to distract shareholders from other questionable decisions? As for Singpost, Singtel downplays its significance to the group, claiming that the decline in its market value has no substantial financial impact. Well, isn't that convenient for Singtel? Singpost's struggles might be affecting their bottom line more than they are willing to admit. In conclusion, it's evident that Singtel's recent responses to shareholder queries raise more questions than they provide satisfactory answers. The decision to retain Christina Ong as an independent director despite exceeding the 9-year limit is particularly troubling. As responsible investors, it's crucial for us to demand transparency and accountability from companies we invest in. I encourage you all to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Let's have a healthy discussion about corporate governance, shareholder rights, and the responsibility of companies like Singtel to act in the best interests of their stakeholders. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to stay tuned for more thought-provoking content. Until next time, take care and keep questioning the status quo.